Hello guys, this is Cyber, and I want to talk about why Capcom decided to change the gameplay style of Resident Evil again. Unfortunately, I do not have a PS4, so I did not have the chance to play the demo, and I didn't get any gameplay footage. But I have been paying attention to what's been going on, and these are my opinions about it. The new direction of Resident Evil is a topic that has further divided an already split community. To simplify and generalize, you had two sides before the reveal of Resident Evil 7. There were those who wanted the series to go back to the original formula, and then on the other side, there were those who liked the new action-oriented style started with Resident Evil 4. This is where the dilemma was with Capcom in trying to decide what to do going forward. After the announcement of Resident Evil 7, the community divided along the lines of traditionalists who did not like the new change to first person, and the lack of solid information on gameplay specifics at the time did not help smooth over the shock of this new change. And on the other side were those who loved the new direction. What Capcom has tried to do to please the whole of the community is to re-release the mainline games again. They have announced also that Resident Evil 2 is coming. For the traditionalists, you have Resident Evils 0, 1, and 2, and for the action crowd, you have Resident Evils 4, 5, and 6. They also decided early on to remove action completely from the game and make it its own game. This is why they created Umbrella Corp. This move says to me that they see that the community is split, and they decided instead of trying to pack action and horror into one game again, that this time they would try to separate. This is where Capcom listened and made the game the other half of the community asked for. That's right, you heard me. RE7 is exactly what they asked for. It's a horror game. Forum post after forum post asked Capcom to go back to horror. When you say horror in today's gaming, which games come to mind? Not Resident Evil. You think of games like Outlast, Five Nights at Freddy's, or Amnesia. All of these games are first person. To which I say, Capcom, listen, we just asked for the wrong thing. But even with this new style, they are putting a Resident Evil spin on it with items, weapons, and puzzles. This says to me that it won't be just another jump scare clone, although there will be jump scares. I mean, they have to take advantage of all the horror game streamers. That is very obvious if you've seen the Tokyo Game Show footage of the young lady they put on the stage to play the game for the first time. And as a side note, I think the setting of the new Resident Evil is an effort to tie in the American title Resident Evil. Biohazard has always fit the series, whereas Resident Evil only ever applied to the first in the series. In all of this commotion about specifics, I think most people miss something. The possible bigger reason why this change is happening, and the reason all the re-releases are happening, along with the release of Umbrella Corp, is this. This is new. I believe that all the focus has been on engine development. The re-releases and Umbrella Corp are to generate more cash to further develop the engine and to create buzz and bring attention to this engine. This is why I believe the RE7 demo is incomplete, even after the second update. They are quickly creating a game that will showcase the engine's capabilities, including the ability to create VR games. I believe Capcom is now going to try and license this engine as another way to generate cash. This is why I believe Resident Evil 7 serves a dual purpose. It is a nod to the fans that want pure horror, and it is a showcase of the engine capabilities. Of course, only time will tell if I'm correct. If I am correct, I can see no negatives for us as consumers. I, for one, can say I can't wait to get my hands on this new Resident Evil experience. I want to thank you all for listening, and if you want to hear more like this, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that like button. Thank you again. This has been Cyber.